thing is so funny because
Taylor.
just my little fucker me. I volunteered for a while at an autistic school when I was in high school, like just to help out and everything.
Yeah.
And one of the times they were telling me, they're like, hey, we need you to organize files from like the late 80s to early 90s. And I was like, okay, whatever. It's kind of nice to not be around the kids who are freaking out. This wasn't like kind of autistic. This was like, we'll scream and tackle you kind of autistic, and like very sad actually. And I went in there and started organizing, and I came across a file and it had a name I recognized. Oh, this is that girl that went to our kindergarten, but she never showed up at first grade. Huh. That was weird. And I remembered how much poor fucking Kimmy, because everybody, even in kindergarten, they don't know what mental disabilities are. They'd be like, Kimmy's fucking weird and she's eating boogers. Let's laugh at her. Ha 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 ha. Oh, Kimmy can't figure this out. She can't do that. Ha ha ha. Turns out Kimmy, severely autistic, and had to finish up her run at this autistic school. So found that out about 16 years later. So, there you go.
Hopefully she got some Starburst.
No, probably not. They were not giving out candy at that retard camp, autistic camp. Yeah.
I was a retard in high school, so I had to go to summer school, like to stay. I guess I failed English, maybe? I forget. But they made me go to summer school so that the next year I would be taking English with the kids that were my grade. And I was in there with this famous guy's daughter. It was Tug McGraw. Tug McGraw had just won the pennant. What is baseball's thing called with the Phillies?
The World Series.
The World Series. That's what I'm going for. He had just won the World Series. He was just like, he was kind of a big name at the time in the area. And I was there with his daughter, and she was a bigger fuck up than me. And she always missed summer school. And that was like baffling. Like, even at my level of irresponsibility, I'm like, dude, we're in summer school. If you fuck up here, I'm not even sure what's next. Like, what's lower than summer school? Juvie? Like, what the fuck happens if you don't pass summer school?
That's a good question. Well, if you don't pass this, we're sending you back to school in the fall. It's
like, but it's like, it's time to show up. And this couldn't be easier. It's pretty much attendance based. You just roll in here, listen, and they pass you. That's how summer school works. And she's like, man, I didn't have any money for tolls. And he's like, tolls are 35 cents. You don't have 35 cents to your name? You're cutting it pretty close. You know, I know your dad's a multimillionaire. He's not giving you a quarter and a dime to get to summer school? Like, why are you really not here? And
what a terrible excuse for her living situation that people would know about.
Right? So I just looked her up. Apparently she's like an inspirational speaker now or something, encouraging people to reach for their dreams. She's on Twitter. And
what's her name? Or
her name is
I don't have to say it.
You don't. Tug McGraw only has one daughter, Carrie Velarado. And yeah, she's on Twitter. Heaven's not that far away. Is that a pro-suicide message? I don't know if you're getting what you're going for on that. But yeah, I just looked her up, and it's like that's the chick I went to summer school with, huh?
Oh, that's funny.
Carrie Velardo, you sneaky bitch.
But I don't know. Maybe it's a tough upbringing. Like, I assume Tug McGraw was busy, probably traveled a lot. She doesn't have her dad's last name. There might have been something complicated in that relationship. Who knows?
The fuck is this bitch's channel? She can't even, there's no way she has even enough followers to be found. Goodness gracious. She can't be that good of a motivational speaker.
I'm going to her Twitter now. I didn't even think to look at how many people follow her. 47. 47 people follow.
No. Now we're cyberbullying.
I didn't even realize.
I was assuming she'd be like one of those like big toothed evangelical guys who's got like 10 million followers.
Yeah, that's what you want.
When I looked at her tweet, she's like, "This is my girl," and she's on some stage doing like famous, and it's like her dad's baseball days, and it looked to me like she was a big deal. And Tug McGraw, she's in the Tim McGraw, the country singer, like that's her family. Here it is. She's with Lady Gaga. or something. I don't know.
Oh, then she's doing fine.
That's a retweet. Don't listen to me on Twitter. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Well,
it's a right only
facts. You want facts on Twitter? Pop on over to my feed.